For 30 years, we've had traceability without sharing it in the leather industry.
Good evening, everyone. Today we have Scanhide and Spoor, Michael and Birgitte. They are running a very interesting project in terms of leather traceability. They are tracing from cow to finished product.
Scanhide is actually owned by farmers, and that's maybe also where it makes ourselves a little bit unique. We operate from a little island called Fyn. Somebody we know, it's also the home of Hans Christian Andersen. Scanhide is part of Danish Crown Group, 97% Crown owned. It's a cooperative owned by farmers.
What is the main business of Scanhide?
It is that we collect hides across Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Germany, and Holland. We process them into salted wet white or wet blue, tailor-made into customers. On the top of that, every hide is going to have a Scanhide label before it turns up at our premises. Otherwise, we cannot scan it in. And the uniqueness with Scanhide is that as we're a cooperative, we have been working with code of conduct, being able to go back in the value chain. It's been part of our DNA for many years.
And how does Spoor related to this?
Spoor was created last year, and it was the result of actually creating and developing this unique laser tagging system. The fashion and lifestyle industry, they have so many great stories, but this story is based on data where we can prove the track record from the hide and the unique number on the hide back to the ear tag on the individual cattle. And that means that we know everything, the full story from the cow to the leather.
Scanhide means Scandinavian hides, correct?
That is correct, yeah.
Not scanning, it's Scandinavian.
No, unfortunately.
Do you think your process and your idea can be scalable around the world?
The disadvantage you got, especially in South America, is that it's such a huge country. They got massive feedlots. They can lose the air tags. There are so many things that can happen that the process of controlling it is just on a different scale to what we do. And the same in the US, I'm pretty sure that people can do it. It's just a matter of believing it, that this is the way forward. And that is what we do. And we want to encourage others to do it because we sincerely believe that the more facts we share with consumers, the more trust we get into the leather business.
Sustainability goes hand in hand with transparency. The new generation coming up, they will not accept great stories. They want data behind.
Well, we talked about it 2 years ago at Lindepedlen, and I remember a lot of people were looking at me thinking, what are we talking about?
You know, Michael, when we started Sustainable Talks with NNN, everybody was laughing at us in the same way.
It's really about changing the mindset because sustainability is not a destination. It's a new way of collaborating. It's a new way of thinking. It's a new way of finding solutions together through the value chain.
How much do you think is important, the certification?
We are part of the Leather Working Group. We got gold certification on that. But for us, that wasn't enough. We are now launching with Oekotex a certification line about traceable leather and the standards for that. It will be for Scanhide Oekotex, just to set standards.
The laser tag that we are now able to provide together with our products, that is the only guarantee where you can make sure there is a direct relation between the number and the ear tag on the cattle and in between all the data that we know about the individual animal. So if you meet a cow on your way, on your bike, and you see the number, you can actually look it up in the CHR register.
There is definitely more and more customers that are curious. They want to know more about what they're buying.
It's like organic food. Thank you for being here with us tonight.
Are you based out of Italy or?
I'm in New York City and
Jesus.